Hello, welcome to Chasing Diecast Cars. So I have a few of these Matchbox special sets that I haven't opened up yet. The Land Rover and the Jeep one, both from 2016. The Jeep one is celebrating 75 years of Jeep. And I thought, why don't I open up some of my Jurassic World stuff too that's in the back there, because it's got some Jeeps in there too. And I have a 2014 5-pack that has both a Jeep and a Land Rover in it as the only licensed cars in there, so that's absolutely perfect for this video. And then I thought, well, why don't I just show all of my Jeep and Land Rover vehicles and make it into one big off-road video. So that's what we're going to do, but then I thought, well, we've got a European car make, Land Rover, we've got an American car make, Jeep, but there's a lot of great Japanese 4x4s. So with, of course, being the Toyota Land Cruiser as one that has the same pedigree as, for instance, the Defender of the Jeep Willys. So I decided to also show off my Toyota Matchboxes at the end of this video, so we can take a look at what a special Toyota set would look like if Matchbox were to make one. Maybe they were planning on doing one back then, but they lost the Toyota license, so never happened. Who knows? Anyways, let's start. You could also get these as a 5-pack, and these 5 would have been the vehicles in the 5-pack, and then the Land Rover Evoque is the only one that was only available as a single. Same with the Jeep set. These 5 vehicles would have been available in a 5-pack, and then the other 3, because this is a 8-car set, unlike the Land Rover one, which is a 6-car set, and these 3 would have been only available in the singles. So let's just start opening up the Land Rover set. So these are on, I think, American cards, no, international. This is an international card, long card. So this is the short Defender, the 90. It's a retooled casting, has a post in the back. So it has a plastic base and a completely metal body. We'll compare it with some older versions to see the difference. We got the big Defender, the 110. This one depicts a 1997 version. So this is the 2nd gen of this tooling. There's 3 different toolings of this model. We'll look at the differences on those two. And we got the SVX. So I think this is what kind of a concept vehicle of what a new style Defender would look like, I guess, back then when they made this. Because of course there is a newer Defender now. Then we got the Freelander. And then we got the Discovery. So I notice some of these are left-hand drive. This one is a left-hand drive. And then the Freelander is right-hand drive. This one, Defender 2. This Defender is left-hand drive. and the SVX is right-hand drive. So 3 right-hand drive and 2 left-hand drive ones. That's interesting. And we got the Evoque. Kind of a metal flake orange. Left-hand drive too. So equal amount left and right-hand drive runs. Cool. Ooh, stay there. And then we got the Jeep ones. So this is the 1943 Jeep Willys. Again, got an international long card. And the Army colors. So the spare wheel is part of the interior. Then we got the Jeep Willys 4x4. We get the headlights, and we get some paint on the side, nothing in the back. And a bed floor that is plastic, unfortunately. Let's take this one, is also a Willys, kind of a concept one. Silver paint, not a lot of detail on it. You got a black dot here, and that's about it. They were saving on paint on this one, for sure. Then the 1998 Jeep Wrangler. So this is the one with the camper top we saw in the camping video. You get the headlights, some side deco, spare wheel also part of the interior. So yeah, nicely done, this one. And the Wrangler Super Lift. Jeep 75 on the hood or bonnet and on the side. Then the Jeep Hurricane, also a concept, I believe. It does have painted headlights, painted taillights, and the Jeep name. And it's got a pretty detailed interior, very nice steering wheel, and you know, all in all, very nicely detailed. Not something we usually see, dashboard wise and steering wise. So yeah, all in all, not a bad one. Then we got the 2014 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. Really like this casting. It's a nice one. It does have a post in the back, unfortunately. But my favorite is probably this Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's the only example I have of this casting. Kind of strange, the cars depicted on the cards are only shown half. So it's like that with all of them. Should have mentioned that at the beginning. Yeah, this is a very nice version, kind of a burnt orange color. Got lots of side deco, black rims. It's got the boat on top. Does not get taillights, unfortunately, just some badges. But yeah, this is a cool one. Looks very good. So let's start at looking at some alternative versions of castings we just saw. So we start with the Jeep Willys. Here's the oldest one I have. This was new in 2010. A tan color. So notice here there's no paint on the shovel or the axe on the side. Probably because there's some paint here on the hood or bonnet. So again you see the spare wheel being black because it's part of the interior. Then we have this one from 2012. This is on the American long card, so you get all this nice info that you don't get on short cards. Here you get detail on the shovel and on the axe, but only the axe, the blade is painted, not the shovel. The blade is just painted in the color of the vehicle. But nice details nonetheless. And we got this 2013 version. Again, here's the other way around. The shovel gets the blade painted and the axe not. And then I've got this 2016 5-pack. Sorry, 3-pack. It is also a 5-pack, but I got the 3-pack version. The 5-pack has the Hummer in it. Kinda wanted that one too, but you know, you have to find it, of course. We're only going to look at the Jeep because there's about 100 cars here to look at, so otherwise it's going to take too long. So no extra paint on the shovel or axe, again probably because of the hood or bonnet being painted. And then we've got this 2018 version, also in green. Very limited paint wise, just a few little tampos and that's it, so kind of disappointing. Then we've got the Jeep Willys 4x4. Got this 2018 release in kind of a tan color. Jeep Willys Jeep pickup 4x4 it is called on the card. Headlights, but nothing on the back, so again little tampos. This is 2019. This one I opened up in a chase report again. Very little paint on it. And also 2019 from a 5-pack. This one got some mud splatters on the side. Could have done with some headlights though. Then we've got the Willys Concept. I've got this version from 2012. This was also in the 2015 Jeep series, and there was also a 2019 Jeep series. I don't have either of those. Don't think they ever showed up in Europe. And I've got a 2013 version of it. This one kind of reminds me of a frog. I don't know why. Then we've got the Wrangler. So the oldest version I have here is from the 5-pack, 2014 5-pack. So put that aside. So this is kind of a unpainted or Zamac version with the camper top. It does have a trailer hitch, an orange interior, but the spare wheel is not part of the interior, it's part of the base. Looks very cool. Then 2015 we got this Jurassic World version. Here it is in silver, also with the camper top. And then 2019 Jurassic World. Got a different top, kind of a soft top on it. It's got different headlights too, not the round ones we get on this one, but more rectangular ones. It's got a winch also. It's a different bumper. So it's got some differences in the back too. No trailer hitch, different taillights, different spare wheel. It's not exactly the same. Don't know, yeah, the base is not the same either. So they clearly consider this to be a different casting. It's got a different number too. Yeah, so this is definitely different. And that one. And this is from a 2017 5-pack. So this is just a regular version that just has this kind of rollover protection bar on it. And this is the same as the round version, round headlight version I mean. So yeah, we got quite a few different Wranglers. Then the Wrangler Superlift, the red one, you got here in green from 2012. Got some gear on top. And here we got a white one from 2013. This was also in the 2015 Jeep series, the Jeep set. Then we got the Hurricane. And we got this green version from 2014. Again, you can see the nice interior. And we got the Cherokee. I've got the first release from 2015. Cherokee Trailhawk. And then of course this one is my only version, so I can't show you any alternate version of that one. And then let's take a look at some other Jeep castings. Here's a casting called Jeep Rescue. It's on a American long card, so you get some info here on the back. Got blue windows, no post in the back, and all metal body, I mean. Also got a blue version from 2013. These often came with a wheel variation. When you see these kind of wheels, you kind of know you can find them with a wheel variation too. Then we got a Jeep Compass. Also an American loan car, 2005 copyright, so probably a 2006 release. It's got a lot of mud splatters on it. Then this was a new casting in 2017, the Jeep Gladiator. This is a nice casting. It's got the spare wheel on the side. It's got the taillights painted and side deco, the door hinges and some emblems. Here's a red version from 2018 probably, yeah. Should have gotten the headlights painted because, you know, it's red, so no taillights, but then at least give us the headlights, I think. And then 2019 from a 5-pack, this metallic orange version with some mud splatters on it. Also got this Jeep Liberty. This one has opening doors. That's something you don't see very often. Got a true spare wheel, same size as the ones on the car or on the 4x4. And here we got an oldie. It's just called Jeep 4x4. This is the original casting with the aerial or the antenna. Trailer hitch. Proper wheel in the back. This is from a 5-pack also. And then this is the retooled version. This is a release from 2018. So no more antenna, still has the trailer hitch, and the spare wheel is kind of molded into the interior. And the steering wheel also, we get a proper one here, and then we get that strange stump thing. And here is the other one, the pink cool mud. This would have been 2019. Here's another new casting, the Wrangler JL 4-door, 2018 model. Very cool casting. Very nicely done. Gets all the paint on the sides. And then we got an older one, the Cherokee. This is a 5-pack version with a separate light bar, separate piece with light bar, no post in the back, so the base clips into the body. And then it got retooled. This is from 2018 5-pack. So the light bar being part of the windows, and we get a post in the back. And here's a 2019 mainline release. And then we have the Jeep Wagoneer. This one was new in 2018. Very nice casting. Again, too bad. We get a post in the back. Nice chrome front and back. And then in 2019 we get this metallic black version. Then let's go to Land Rover. So first we got the Defender. I'm going to look at some original versions first. So this is from a farming pack. The original version was metal on metal. It had suspension and it had a plastic top. So this one only has side deco. My favorite is this one from a 5-pack. It's got the modern style wheels on it, but it still has suspension. It's still metal on metal with the plastic top. And it's got deco in the front, so completely tempoed, grille, headlamp bezels, headlights, indicators, small lights, the whole 9 yards. And then lots of deco in the back. It even says on the back door, my other Land Rover is a Matchbox. How cool is that? So this is absolutely my favorite one. And then we got some retooled versions. So this was 2017 in silver. So no more suspension, plastic base, a completely metal body and a post in the back. And then the green one from 2018. Here we get some details in the front, so that's nice. And then some details in the back. All in all, not bad detail wise. And then we go to the Defender. So as I said, 3 versions. This is the original tooling. It's not the first release though. 1997 Land Rover Defender 110 on the card. This is 2008 release, if I'm not mistaken. So this one has a completely metal body, and it's got the snorkel on the left, plastic base, and a spare wheel in the back. I'm going to lower the camera a little bit so you can kind of look at all the stuff here in front of us. Then we got this one. This is 2009 copyright, so probably 2010 release. Still the original casting. Lots of metal on the body. And then we got this one. Also the original casting, 2011 copyright, so 2012 release probably. And then we get to the second gen. First retooling. This is the one from the 5-pack. That was in the 5-pack with the Wrangler. So as you can see here, a part of the roof is now plastic. Part of the windscreen part. The rest of it is pretty much the same, except that the snorkel moved to the right hand side. And yeah, the post in the back has always been there. And then the next one, kind of the same livery, different color. And then we get to the third version. So this was 2017. You can see the front part here has become plastic too, and it's not as high anymore as it used to be. I'll hold them next to one another. You can see the railing here on the side and the back has gotten a little bit lower to save on. That's quite a bit lower actually if you put the bumpers next to one another. It is quite a bit lower than the original or the second retooling. So yeah, they shaved off quite a bit of metal to cut down costs. Even the spare wheel got a little smaller, and actually the vehicle itself got a little bit shorter too. Just a bit. Might be a little bit more narrow too, it seems. Yeah, to me it seems a little bit more narrow, but that could be just my idea. I think it's the same in width, but it is a little bit shorter in length and in height, definitely. It became quite a bit smaller. And then this one is 2017 in black. Then we got the SVX. Only got one other version from a 5-pack. And we got the Freelander. So here's one from a 5-pack. This one has suspension, plastic base, metal body. Got taillights and side deco. It has lamps headlights, so it does need a lot of deco in the front. And then it got retooled, strangely enough, because this is a later release than the 5-pack one. Metal base, metal body, no suspension. And then later on this one, just no suspension and plastic base, so kind of has 3 versions of it too, you know, with suspension, without suspension, and then metal on metal. Then we got the Discovery. I did a separate video on this one, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm going to just flash them in front of the camera. First release. Then we got the orange one from the 5-pack, and then this version. Then we got the Range Rover Evoque. So this was new in 2016 in orange. It's a cool casting. It's kind of strange. They nowadays all the Range Rovers, they give a complete plastic top part. Saving costs, I guess. Then the next year, 2017, in a metallic black. And then in 2018 we got this 5-pack version in blue. And then we got a proper Range Rover Sport. This is one of the early releases, not the first one, but 2008 probably, in a nice metallic green color. Very cool casting, very hard to come by, and often pretty expensive. This one basically has what you could call full deco, because it had the headlights painted. It's got the the lights painted on the sides too, because this is a side tempo. What you see here that my finger is not covering, that's a side tempo. Then you got the tempo in the back. So like I've seen on the Hot Wheels Range Rover Velar, that also has full tempo. I think it's something that Range Rover demands. So that's something you can see here too. Then this one was the last mainline version. Very cool rims on it. Very nice black version. So again, as you can see, it's got the well, now I see this one does not have the side paint on the taillight here. So that's kind of strange, because it does have it in the front. I don't know why they didn't do the back, because I can't imagine that this front one is part of the front tempo, because it's around the corner. So that's kind of strange, but anyways, it's a nice version too. And it doesn't have a post in the back, so that's great. And then I've got this one version, premium one. So this one has paint on the roof. It's got the front, it's got the side deco, but also the grille and side marker. Best of the world, or best of Matchbox. It's got the rubber tires. Yeah, nice version. And of course, not to forget this recent version, the 65 Land Rover Gen 2 Safari. 2018 copyright, so 2019 release. No interior. Kind of an homage to the old Lesney version they had. Nicely painted front and back, and the removable top part. And then let's take a look at some Toyotas. Like I said at the beginning of the video, of course we have to start with the 68 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40, because that's just a very important model in the history of Toyota. This is the original tooling. Got white painted roof. This is an all metal body. And then we've got the retooling from 2017. Land Cruiser FJ40. So on this one, the fenders and the front are no longer part of the body. As you can see, it's a separate plastic piece. And it, yeah, does it have differences here too? No. That's what I can see as the most significant difference. There's also this one. You've seen this one in my camping video, the Tacoma. There's also a version, a lifeguard version, that I have never seen before, so obviously I don't have it. It's like those lifeguard ones never were sold in Europe, because I've never encountered one. So it kind of sucks. But anyways, at least I have this version. And then, as requested by someone from France, you know who you are, I'm finally going to show my whole collection of a complete Toyota 4Runner set. So all of them that were ever made. So this was new in 2010, in a light blue color. Got the chrome grille as part of the interior. No post in the back. Very good. Got a little sunroof. Then 2011 release, the red version. Also got the chrome interior, so you get this nice chrome bumper part, like that. Next up, this tan color 2011, no, it must have been, oh yeah, probably 2011 recolor. This one's busting through the packaging. I'm going to open it up the proper way. This one has the headlights painted. Then we got this 5-pack version from the outdoor 5-pack in the Park Ranger livery. It's got the National Park color, but it's actually not really a National Parks version. Then we've got 2012 probably in green with the Matchbox designer Asada name on it. And we got a yellow 5-pack version, also from a outdoor 5-pack. Then we got this one, 2014. Dark gray color. So lots of them have the chrome interior, so you get these chrome details. And then the last one was very hard to find for me. The white one in the Toyota colors, 2015 release probably. Again with the chrome. So what I thought, well, what would be in a Toyota 5-pack if Matchbox were to do a Toyota 5-pack? Well, obviously these three. This one either the tent version or the lifeguard version. That would not matter very much, although I would prefer the lifeguard one, so I can finally have one of those. The 4Runner, of course, and then the Land Cruiser, of course in different liveries than these. But then, of course, Matchbox is missing 2 more castings to do a special set or a 5-pack brand for the Toyota car make or brand. So I thought, well, maybe we can get some ideas from Majorette. Oh, I'm forgetting one. Sorry, this one. The 10-pack version from the 4Runner. Since it was loose, it was hiding somewhere in the back. Yeah, so this is the actual last version of the 4Runner. So now we have all of them. I'm going to put them here in front for you all to see in a row. There you go. It just fits in the screen. Now, as I was saying, Majorette thought it would be funny to show some Majorette in a Matchbox video, just because, you know, they kind of go together for me. Majorette also had a Land Cruiser. They also had a 4Runner. Packaging wrap, of course. So this one, lens headlights, trailer hitch, metal on metal, 2012. So yeah, bigger than the Matchbox version, as you can see. And the last two castings, I think, are my favorites for Matchbox to also do their version of. So first up, we've got the Toyota FJ. I would love Matchbox to do their own version of it. No, it's not a current model, but you know, they make a lot of older style vehicles too, right? So also 2012 version. So wouldn't it be cool if Matchbox did a Toyota FJ? I think it's still a popular model. I think many collectors would agree that it would be really cool if they did. And then the other one I would like Matchbox to do is a Hilux. So Madrid has a version without canopy in the back. It has one with. So either version, I don't care what Matchbox would make. I would love them to do one of those two. And then we would have a nice 5-pack or a nice set by Matchbox. So I hope you all agree with me. Or if you have another idea, just put it in the comments. Curious to hear what your thoughts are. So that's it for this video. We've opened up and shown a lot of cars. I thank you very much for watching. Definitely if you have been watching all the way to the end. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.